Never thought I'd live in Laguna Woods. Never thought of moving into the old folks' hood. My friends all laughed, told me it'd be a bummer. But now I'm living in an endless summer. Yeah, these are the tales from Laguna Woods. I'm telling tales from Laguna Woods. Yeah, life in Laguna Woods. I'm telling tales from Laguna Woods.
Never, never, never will I ever share a room with that woman again.
What was it? Too much Scrabble? Was she a bathroom hog? Choosing her sleep.
Why? What happened?
She never stopped talking. It was just constant jabber. She never stopped. It was 24/7.
Come on, Lauren, it couldn't be that bad. She had to take a break once in a while, didn't she? Or
Yeah, well,
when she
I
slept.
figured when she went to sleep, she would stop her constant jabber, but no. Guess what? She talks in her sleep nonstop.
Oh boy, I sympathize with you. You know, I used to date this guy who was a real talker. I mean, the sex was great, but it would have been so much better if he'd kept his mouth shut, or at least used it in a more enjoyable way for me. There was
Every
one
morning,
time-
real nice. Anyway, Lauren, so what did you do?
Well, when I originally decided to go on the Chicago Club mystery trip, I looked into getting a room of my own. But everything was booked up because it was too late. So I told Susan that I needed to catch up on some work, and I went to the lobby. And I just told her I didn't want to disturb her.
And she bought an excuse like that?
Surprisingly, yes. Oh boy. And as annoying as she turned out to be, the trip was not a total loss.
Oh, in what way? Do tell. Did you win a bundle in a backroom Scrabble game? Was there a close encounter romance? Some enchanted evening.
That's right. You didn't even know where you were going when you got on the bus, did you?
Right, I had no idea. You know, they just told us bring comfortable shoes, comfortable clothing, and one dressy casual outfit.
Well, get to the point. Where did you go? What did you do? Who did you do?
We went to Carmel by the sea.
Oh, you know, that was one of my favorite places to go for a quick getaway. In the old days, Marshall and I used to go there and I loved it. We loved it.
Jackie, no more Marshall. Back to Lauren's adventure. Who, what, where?
Okay, the 2 nights we were there, we went to the most wonderful restaurants. The first night I had abalone. Oh, my mouth is still watering when I think of that dish. It was delicious. And then the second restaurant was Cultura Carmel. Now this restaurant has this goal that when you walk into the room, you feel transcended into a different realm. I was transcended. The Mexican food I had was something I didn't even know existed.
What did you do during the day?
Oh, the first day we went to the Carmel Mission, and then we went to the galleries downtown, and everything was in walking distance.
And the second day? Is this when it gets juicy?
Oh, the second day was really a treat. So the Chicago Club had planned this inside tour of these different theaters. And the first one was called the Sunset Theater, and the second one was the Golden Bough Theater. So they showed us the inner workings of what it was like backstage. And you know, I really have always wondered what it was like backstage. And then after that, we had this historical tour of the Outdoor Forest Theater, which has been there since 1910.
You know, if you wanted to know what backstage in a theater looks like, you could ask me. I could have told you. Most of them look like crap.
You must have been exhausted at the end of the day.
You better believe it. Exhausted is not even the word. Susan did not leave my side for a second. She didn't get to sit by me on the bus. So she, stuck like glue to me on every single excursion. I was going crazy with her incessant bossiness and her nonstop chatter.
Were you able to get to know any of the other people on the tour?
Oh, people were very kind. They took pity on me and they tried to come over and talk to us. But then every time, Susan would just jump in and not let anyone speak.
And what about your nighttime lobby visits? Anybody interesting loitering in the lobby with you?
Well, as tired as I was, the lobby was pretty pleasant. That's where I met someone.
You're kidding. I knew it. I knew you were holding out on us. You actually met someone on a Chicago Club bus tour?
Yes, I was sitting in the lobby and Don came through the lobby coming out of the bar and he saw me sitting there and he introduced himself and we just started talking.
Don? Don who?
Oh, his name is Don Hubbard. I don't think you know him. I think it's because he plays golf all the time, and that's why I didn't know him either.
Tell me more, tell me more. Did he get very far?
Don is an intellectual properties lawyer, and he worked on that football helmet lawsuit. A few years ago, he was a mediator for that.
What's he doing in Laguna Woods?
Well, his wife died 5 years ago, and he wanted to be closer to his kids when he retired. They live in Rancho Santa Margarita. And he came here. He looked at the amenities. He loved the golf. So then he retired. He bought a place in the 110s, and here he is.
How cute. The lawyer meets the lawyer. Ah, 'tis fate.
Yes, well, he even asked me to go check out the sunset on Carmel Beach, which was only 3 blocks from our hotel.
And is this where it gets juicy on the beach?
Well, Susan put a kibosh on that. Yes, she couldn't possibly go to dinner by herself. So I caved in and I told Don I couldn't go.
Oh, Lauren, I'm so sorry.
That's fine. I took my contact info and, it was quite apparent to Don and to everyone that it was pretty stressful with Susan. But anyway, this morning he called me. He asked me to go to dinner at the Nirvana Grill in Laguna Beach and then walk on Laguna Beach and see the sunset. So then we'll just go to the restaurant.
Sunset at Laguna Beach will be just as special as Carmel Beach, I'm sure.
Ah, yes. The game is afoot. Scrabble, anyone?
Henry, I can't tell you how much I'm enjoying dancing with you. I'm having so much fun, and believe me, I haven't had fun in a long time. I really look forward to our time together.
Really? You do? That is so kind of you to say. I can't remember the last time I heard a woman say anything like that.
Well, Henry, you're so easy to talk to, and it's such a welcome relief from the nonsense conversations that go on in my house and arguments with Marshall over money. Uh, you know, it's such a joy to be with you. But there is something we need to talk about.
Oh, of course. You can ask me anything. Have I been holding you too tight? I know I haven't stepped on your toes. Is it my breath?
Henry, I just want to make sure you know how much I like you. I would never do anything to hurt your feelings. But it seems to me that you might be interested in me more than just a dance partner.
Jackie, I don't understand. What are you talking about?
Well, Henry, sometimes I feel like you're kind of coming on to me, that you might be interested in me, but that's not what I'm looking for right now.
What? Not since I was, talk about adorable. Oh, Jackie, you are so cute, but you obviously don't have functioning gaydar.
Gaydar? You mean you're...
Yes, a goose. Oh, Jackie, I am so flattered. And if I were straight, you'd be the first woman I'd jump. You're gorgeous, and I love dancing with you. I think we really do make a wonderful team. Oh, wait till I tell my husband, Fred. He loves me like nobody else could, but he doesn't think I've got it anymore. Well, this proves him wrong, baby. I've got it.
You've got it, baby.
Listen, Jackie, I know men, and I am almost positive that Dave is interested in you. Haven't you picked up on the vibes from him while we're in our lessons?
Henry, Dave is our dance coach. I haven't paid any attention to him, and I'm always counting, and unless he's correcting my dance steps, I don't even notice Dave. Henry, I was married for 35 years, and, I was completely blindsided by Marshall when he left me for the whore from Gate 4, Annie. I really don't know anything about what men think or how they respond to me.
Jackie, looks like I'm going to have to play matchmaker. I can see you and Dave getting together. The two of you are so cute. He'll be here in a few minutes. Leave it to me.
You have reached the psychic hotline. This is Madame Morgana. What is your question? Oh, it's you again. How lovely to hear your voice again. You are one of my favorite clients. I would ask you how you are, but I already know. Really? You don't even want me to give you a reading first? I see very exciting things in your future. Well, thank you. You have a sexy voice too. What am I wearing? The usual for this time of night. This night where I am. Tiny leopard print bikini, panties, and a black silk shorty robe. Oh no, it's wide open. The belt is loose, caressing my thighs. What are you wearing, Honky Henderson? Really? Black silk boxers and a smile. Anything else? Oh yes, I can see it in my mind. Oh my, you are quite the man, Honky. Just like I knew you were. You want to do what to me? Oh, Mr. Henderson, you are such a naughty boy. Oh, yes, me too. Ah. Until next time, Mr. H. Okay, hunky. Extra minutes. Extra minutes. Golden time, chitching. What a perv. Dang. Why does he have such a sexy voice? I wonder what he looks like. I might have to put Lauren on this case. Huh. Who is here at 7 o'clock in the morning? Are you expecting another package?
No.
Well, excuse me for asking, but last month it was like the Amazon delivery guy lived here.
You know, there were a lot of sales on kitchen supplies last month, and I did have a lot of presents to buy for the holiday last month, so.
Yeah. But just go answer the door. I'm not ready to greet anybody this early.
It is my house.
All right. Of course it is.
Susan, hi.
Thank God that you were here. I'm so glad you're up. Oh, hello, Macarena. Jackie, I'm so glad that you're up. I just took the chance. I'm so nervous right now, I just can't sit straight. Macarena, you guys don't have to pour me any coffee. I've already had mine, but I would just love to have one of those muffins. Do you have a plate that I could put it on? These look delicious.
You can use this one. Give me mine.
I'll get you one from the cupboard.
Thank you, Jackie.
So, Susan, what brings you here so early in the morning?
Oh, Macarena, I'm so distraught. So much has happened to me this year. I just don't think I could take it anymore. And today was absolutely the last straw.
Why don't you sit down and tell us about it?
Oh, Jackie, thank you. Well, Jackie, about 8 months ago, when I was living in my old house, I was up in my bedroom. And I was about to go to sleep. I turned the lights on. My bedroom, it's up on the top floor, way in the back of the house. You can't see it from the street or anything like that. Well, I'm about to go to sleep and I start to hear these noises. Well, I always hear noises in the house, so I didn't think anything of it. You know how it is when you hear a noise, but you really don't hear a noise. So then I thought, well, I'll hold my breath to see if I still hear the noise. And I did. Well, I thought, it's my imagination. Well, I wanted it to be my imagination. But the noises, it just continued going on, and the strange thing about it was it didn't sound like any house noise to me.
Well, what did it sound like?
Well, it sounded like a window breaking. I really did love that beautiful window that was alongside my front door. Oh, stupid me.
How frightening. What happened?
Well, Jackie, I was robbed at night, alone in my house, all by myself. They shattered the window alongside my front door, and they were able to reach in and open the locks on the front door. I heard two men talking, and then I heard these footsteps that were running up and down my house. I was so scared I tried to hide, but they found me anyway before I could lock myself in my bathroom. Oh, Jackie, they were wearing masks. They had a gun. They forced me on the floor and told me not to move, and then they put this pillow over my head, and I couldn't hear a darn thing. Oh, I don't know how long they were there. It could have been for hours. But then, thank God, I was saved by my neighbor's dog, Puddles. He kept on barking incessantly, and my neighbor, he looked out the window. He saw these two guys running out of my house, jumping into the car and speeding off, and then he called the police, thank goodness. And the police came, and that's when they found me on the floor in my bedroom with this pillow over my head.
Susan, that's awful.
Oh, it's worse than awful, Jackie. Well, after that, I had to get a dog. Well, I was just a nervous wreck. I didn't want to be alone anymore. And you know, a dog offers wonderful company and it's also a wonderful alarm clock. But I'm afraid of my own shadow. I had such a beautiful home, Jackie, such a beautiful garden. I just couldn't stand to live there anymore. I was too frightened.
Oh, classic PTSD. So is that why you moved to Laguna Woods?
Well, absolutely. I'd feel totally safe here, Morgana. But, you know, it seems that since I've been here, I've become a nervous talker. I mean, I don't know if you've noticed, Jackie, but I talk all the time, constantly. I never stop, and I just can't help it.
Well, now that you mention it does seem that
What
you...
Morgana means is it's slightly noticeable.
So what happened today? Why did you come here today?
Yesterday, I had to take my dog to the vet. I mean, it wasn't a big thing. It was for a procedure. There was a little complication. She had to stay there overnight. But thank God she's going to be okay, all right? So that's a good thing. Anyway, for the first time, I was all alone in my home in Laguna Woods at night by myself. I couldn't sleep. I was scared to death. I couldn't wait to get out of my house and see some nice, calm people. And I waited. I thought, well, no, 5:30, that's too early to come over. And it's 7 o'clock. Oh, that's a reasonable hour. I hope it is. It is, isn't it?
It's fine, Susan. You know what? I have an order I have to get out early this morning. Why don't you just stick around and help me with it?
Oh, Jackie, thank you.
Nelson, the funniest thing happened yesterday.
Funny how? Ha-ha funny or weird funny?
Well, I was at the dance rehearsal with Jackie. Dave, our coach, hadn't arrived yet.
Did you and Jackie start dancing together? Doesn't he bring the music?
No and no. We each have a copy of our music.
Then what was so funny about it?
Well, Jackie thought I was coming on to her, that I had a crush on her. Can you imagine? She said she just wanted to be friends.
What did you tell her?
Well, I couldn't stop laughing.
I hope you weren't being rude to her.
Not at all. I told Jackie that I liked being friends with her, but not to worry.
And?
Then I told her I was married to Fred. You should have seen Jackie's face. I think she was actually disappointed. How do you like that, Nelson? I've still got it.
Oh, you sure do, Henry. You sure do.
Hello, you have reached the psychic hotline. This is Madame Morgana. What is your question? Oh, it's you. How lovely to hear your voice again. You know, you are one of my favorite clients. I would ask you how you are, but you already know. That is, I already know. Okay, let's start again, because that was a stupid mistake. So let's do take two. In 3, 2, 1.
It just continued going on, you know, and what the strange thing about it was it didn't sound like any house noise to me.
Well, what did it sound like?
Well, it sounded like a window breaking. I really did love that beautiful window that was alongside my front door. Oh, stupid me.
How frightening. What happened?
Oh, Jackie, I was robbed. I was robbed in my house in the middle of the night, like that.